So hi, my name is Seba Feldman. I'm working for ironSource Mobile. ironSource Mobile is a PNL and ironSource family. Basically, we are developing and operating a large in-app video network and mediation and user acquisition platform. We are 270 employees in total, about 110 people in R&D. All our infrastructure resides in Amazon Web Services. We are receiving about 1.7 million events a second and holding right now 5.3 petabytes of data warehouse. Our major development languages are Scala, Node.js, and Python for data science. And there is one very important thing you need to know about our area, advertisement area, is that we are living in very competitive world, and we need a days to weeks data product cycle, meaning that we are receiving business requirements, and then we need to provide the value very fast, including the data. So before AppSolver, we have a pretty known infrastructure architecture, while we have a team in ironSource called IronBeast, which was providing collection and ingestion services for all ironSource PNLs. It was no cell service, it was a data engineering silo. The cost was pretty high. And the scale was very problematic. So if I would ask, for example, for some feature, it would take me weeks to months to get this feature because I'm competing with other ironSource PNLs. So while we started evaluating other alternatives, we kept in mind a few very important criteria for us. Okay, it was obviously cost, it was scalability because of the amount of data we're receiving, and by the way, during the evaluation, we kind of was in hyper growth in our company, so we were multiplying users each month, and it was very important for us to break silos and being very agile in our development cycles. However, we very like open source, so the first alternative was going to Apache Spark development and creating our own data pipelines. While evaluating that, we understood that it's nice. We like open source. Our data science team had great experience with Apache Spark. We are still using Apache Spark there. However, it would take us about half a year to create a stable, robust environment for Apache Spark in our infrastructure. Additionally to Apache Spark, we evaluated few competitive data warehouse solutions. And also, we evaluated the other ETL, basically Israeli located company, which has a great deal problem with our scale. And then we met AppSolver and choose them for following reasons. We looked for a solution, okay, and which were basically implemented while all our data resides in Kafka. We have many Kafka clusters, many topics. All our development goes through the Kafka, all our messages there. So the solution basically right now is connecting AppSolver to our Kafka, starting digesting the data, transforming it, delete some fields, add some fields, calculate some fields, and then push it into the Amazon S3 Parquet files, Amazon Redshift, and Elasticsearch. And then we can consume this data using Amazon Athena and the Apache Spark for further transitions. We're using the data for near real-time analytics of raw data. We are aggregating data in our outputs. We also using it vastly for GDPR and COPPA compliances. It was a great solution for us. It was the GDPR was just introduced, and we were able to completed the project in I think in 6 weeks, thanks to Absolver capabilities. Also, we are using Absolver to push a business and the infrastructure log for analysis, and we are deduplicating data which enters our Elasticsearch service. By the way, our Elasticsearch cluster is about 55 to 60 terabytes right now. Also, just to understand the scale, it's 1.7 million events per second ingress. We have 15 table outputs. What benefits we achieved? Fast time to market, day to weeks, eliminating the data engineering silo. As I said before, we had one team for 800 people in ironSource providing this service. Right now, every and each developer in all my development groups capable to enter Absolver, create a feature, add, change, or delete any field in the data, go to Absolver and change it immediately. So basically, my product, my BI, my operation folks capable to receive the feature very fast, as there is no silo. We saved thousands of big data engineering hours. We increased our scale almost 20 times in a year and a half, because it's so easy to create the data pipelines and play with it and exercise with it and simulate changes and so on. Through that, we received also significant cost reduction, as previous data warehouse solution was pretty costly. Which top Absolver feature we got? It's very important to have a scale in such hyper-growth environment. We're capable to scale. I believe in 2 years we never got any scale problem with Absolver whatsoever. Absolver, in our case, uses the same technologies we are using, so it was very easy to integrate them. Visual service transformation, aggregation, deduplication. Think about it that you don't need. You can code through the UI. Okay, so you can create a transformation. You can aggregate and deduplicate data, and you can see it in real time, reflecting in your data lake. You can create testing table. You can test data from the same Kafka topic your production is working, and you see data immediately. Athena connector. So we started using Absolver while we used only Redshift, and then we introduced Athena using Absolver. So for us, compaction, custom partitioning was a huge deal. Sometimes we are pushing data lately. Sometimes it's just minutes or hours. Sometimes it's days. So compacting data was a must feature for us, and we got it using Absolver. And as VP R&D and managing of DevOps, I know that some of you understand the headache of compliance and security. Introducing new data pipeline technology into your environment can be pretty scary and frustrating, because you need to work with your legal and with your IT and so on, and it may take months until you will capable to start POCs. In our case, Absolver deployed in our VPC, so there is no data out. Absolver is not touching our data or any other company touching our data, and it made our process super easy. And we got basically approval from IT and legal, I believe, after 1 week of testing.